I want to return to our debate right away because Horace Cooper disagrees with Congressman Steve Cohen, who actually introduced this resolution. I want those two to have an opportunity to continue the discussion that was interrupted by our break. Congressman, it's your call.
I'm not sure if we disagree. I just think that he's throwing up a red herring. I don't care how many ancient presidents owned slaves that were Democrats. That's not the issue. The issue is, where are African Americans today and why? And how do you rectify that if you do or if you care? And if some institution was wrong, do you apologize or do you not? I think the polite thing is to apologize, and the right thing is to try to correct situations. And this apology, I'm a Democrat. I grew up in the South. I saw segregation as a young person. I saw colored and white water fountains and restrooms, and African Americans who sat in the worst seats in public sports arenas,
right,
and couldn't go to theaters or zoos except for certain days. And that's a horrible stain upon a society. And I don't care which parties it was. This is just a red herring. J.D. Lee, an old lawyer, told me one time, don't get lost on rabbit trails. That's what this Cooper man's throwing out, rabbit trails. I'm going on the main course, which is
Lynn,
what happened in this country to African Americans, who benefited from it, should you apologize, and should you try to correct something that you did that was awful?
Horace?
Awful.
Okay, couple things. One is what I identified is the fact that there has been a long history of Democrats using race as a tool for their own self-aggrandizement and advantage. And this, with all due respect, Congressman, looks a lot like it. But secondly...
Let me stop you right there.
Secondly, I did not interrupt you. But
sure,
secondly, there is this other fact, and that is, why are we to conclude that we can simplistically take a look at any particular black American today and attribute their standing with their former ancestors' status as slaves? That is so simplistic, and what it does is it gives people excuses not to take advantage of some of the greatest opportunities that at present exist.
Horace, let me bring our other guest here in the studio in Philadelphia with me into the conversation because they are both about to burst here. Go ahead, Richard.
Yeah, first, I hate to see a Cooper be so wrong. Horace, I'm going to have to get you out of the family really fast here. But all jokes aside, one, what we seem to forget is that people have relatives. You go back a few generations, my great-grandparents, and you tie right into enslavement. It is because they continued legacy. It's not this 21st century argument that Horace points out. It's the 21st century, get over it, it's over, that type of thing. We're talking about our family members, our great-grandparents, if you will, that were bondsmen, that were denied access to their labor, that had their families destroyed. I teach in the social work department, where one of the things that we look at are how families were torn apart, and it's taken at least 100 years to try to get families back together again. We're still rebuilding. So I think Horace, in part, presents a simplistic argument as well.
Let's find out what our
Lynn,
viewers have to say.